Today we are going to see Monte Carlo simulation. So let me explain you what is the difference between Monte Carlo simulation and a classic forecasting. So whenever you do a forecast, generally you have just one value. But Monte Carlo simulation is a very nice simulation technique which will give you different possibilities of forecast. So this is very useful to understand what is the worst case scenario versus the best case scenario versus the most probable scenario. Let me show you an example of Monte Carlo simulation using my platform datajarvis.ai. So let's jump to the platform. So here I am on my platform Data Jarvis, and let us go ahead and select the application which is going to allow us do the Monte Carlo simulation. So as you can see that you can forecast your sales, and it is going to run thousands of simulation to understand range of various possible outcomes. So let us now start the simulation, and here we can use some sample data. So this sample data has got a month as well as sales, and we are going to make the forecast of the sales. But in addition, we are also going to generate various simulations of this forecast. So let us now configure the simulation, and here we are going to forecast based on sales value which is available in the data, and we are going to make almost about 10,000 simulations, and we are going to forecast for 12 months. So let us now run the simulations. So as you can see here that this is your historical forecast, and it goes up till almost about 265,000 euros. And what you see here is the forecasted value. Now here you see the top line is your best case forecast, and the bottom is your worst case forecast. And between this best case scenario and the worst case scenario, there are almost about 10,000 simulations. So this is the advantage of Monte Carlo simulation. That is, it is not just going to give you one line, but it is going to give you the best case scenario as well as the worst case scenario. And the line which is indicated over here is your most probable scenario. So you can see that in a best case, you are going to achieve a sales of almost about 525,000. And in the worst case, your sales will be around 292,000. And you can also see over here the probability of distribution between the worst case scenario and the best case scenario. And what you see over here is the most probable scenario. In addition, you can also have the data downloaded also into an Excel which has all this worst case scenario as well as the best case scenario month by month. So Monte Carlo simulation is a very good technique in order to understand different possibilities of forecast, and you have the values between the worst case scenario and the best case scenario, which is going to be very useful in order to plan your business.